Okay, so let's talk about something for SHTF that is very important to talk about, and it's going to apply to absolutely everybody. So, in the event of an emergency, SHTF, something really bad, Teotihuacan, WROL, whatever it be, solar flare, EMP, the grid down, an invasion, as unlikely as that might be. Whatever the situation is, there's going to be one constant that you're going to need. And that one constant, other than, there's going to be more than one constant, but there's going to be at least two constants. One of those is going to be water, obviously. But the other one is going to be your calorie intake. Now, calories are going to be so important. I don't know if you even understand how important calories are going to be in an SHTF situation. Hang on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Some 600-pound truck driver was shirtless in a truck that I could see, and I just didn't want to have any part of that. Anyways, calories. Calories are going to be so vastly important. The amount of calories that you take in right now is going to be extraordinarily high compared to what you'll be taking in during an emergency, SHTF, Teotihuacan, WROL, whatever the case may be. The calories that you're eating right now are going to be substantially higher than what you're going to be taking in then. So, understanding what a lack of calories will do to you is extremely important in understanding how you prep your food for SHTF. Now, let me give you an example. Has anybody ever seen the show Lost? No, not Lost, I'm sorry. Alone on Netflix. Okay, it's where, I think it's the History Channel. They have, 10 contestants competing for $500,000. They go out into the wilderness all by themselves. They're dropped off. At the same time, really, really far apart from each other, so there's no contact between anyone. Anyways, their goal is to survive as long as they physically possibly can and outlast all of the other contestants. So, one of the big things that they focus on in that show is how many calories certain things will give that person. So, like, you get a fish, and then it'll say what type of fish it is and how many calories that one fish will provide that one person. And often it's a substantially less amount of calories than one meal that we would eat normally today while times are good. So one of the big issues with surviving, especially if we're by ourselves, and the big downfall if you're not prepared enough is you're not going to eat very much. You're not going to be eating enough calories, and over time you lose a lot of body weight due to lack of calories. This lack of calories could definitely be your ultimate demise, and this is why preppers say stock food. Always stock food. Hammer down on stocking food. Stack it to the rafters. Stack it to the ceiling. Get as much food as you possibly can. And after just 30, 40 days of not having anywhere near enough calories, you can lose a very dangerous amount of body weight. And in that show is very, very realistic. Okay, they do medical checkups every once in a while, and towards the end of the show or end of the seasons, they do medical checkups often, and they will pull people for health reasons to get them out of there before there is irreversible damage done. But in a real life SHTF event, there's nobody coming to pull you out because you didn't catch a deer, or you didn't catch a rabbit, or you didn't catch fish. There's nobody there to pick you up and bring you to hospital and be like, okay, here's what you could have done different, but we're going to get you all fixed up. That's not going to happen in an SHTF situation, okay? If you don't have enough food stocked up with enough calories to last you, to keep you healthy, to keep you in fighting fitness, fighting form, instead of somebody coming to help you, you're gonna die. That's how it is, okay? There's nobody coming to help you. Unless you have a massive mag with medical experts, and nobody is there for you except for your immediate mag, okay? This is why it is so important to get food. So important to get food right now. And if you run out of food, let's say you did what you could. You had 5 years worth of food stored for you and your family, okay? And 5 years and one day comes around, now you need to get your own food somehow, okay? And that's where that situation comes into play. If, one day, oh, I didn't get that, my snares are empty, or I wasn't able to get that deer, or man, I only got one fish. It's gonna be a little different than it is right now. You go out fishing, you catch a fish or two, maybe you throw one back because it was too small or something. You're like, whatever. Well, when the time comes and it's real SHTF, one, you're not throwing that fish back, and two, oh man, I only got one fish. Well, that turns into, oh shit, I only got one fish. Or, oh shit, I can see the deer tracks, I can see the deer scat, but where the hell's the deer? These are the things that we got to think about, okay? These are the real life, hard-hitting shit that we've got to look forward to if an SHTF situation arises. Y'all, calories or lack thereof will kill you. It'll kill you quick.